now hearing from the Gupkar alliance, as it were. This is the reaction that is coming in. They are saying that the imprisonment given to Yasin Malik is unfortunate and a setback to the efforts for peace. We are afraid that this will further compound the uncertainties in the region and will only fuel more alienation and separatist feelings. The NIA court has delivered its verdict, but not justice, they say. The triumphalism being displayed by the BJP and the corporate media is bound to prove counterproductive. Meanwhile, we suggest that Yasin Malik should avail all legal opportunities to contest this verdict. Let me go straight across to Mufti Islah, who is joining us from Kashmir. We have Tejinder, who is with us from Jammu as well. To this question, Mufti, I'm coming to you. The reaction from the Gupkar alliance, unfortunate, but on expected lines.
Well, yes, it was quite muted, but now they've come out openly after Mahbooba Mufti had earlier spoken in Kulgam, saying that, well, muscular policy is not going to yield anything to Government of India. It is certainly going to worsen the situation in the valley. Now, the Gupkar alliance has pretty much said the same thing, saying that, well, a verdict was delivered, but justice was not delivered, clearly saying that Yasin Malik must avail all legal opportunities, perhaps hinting that he should go for a re-appeal. That said, we've seen valley really simmering in tension, although the main focus was the Lal Chowk area and Maisuma area, which incidentally is the residential area of Yasin Malik, where women and men had gathered, raised some slogans. They were tear-gassed and splintered out of that area. Police had to be deployed along with the drones, who gave them a better idea from where the people were coming in and protesting. And finally, now we're picking up that that area is under control, although it's extremely tense. That said, we also saw Pakistan fishing into the troubled waters. Premier Shahbaz Sharif and former Premier Imran Khan both suggesting that this conviction was fake. And in fact, Kashmiris were repressed. The British Parliament in between has also said that they're monitoring the case. But here in the valley, situation extremely tense. Although we have seen protests taking place, but they're minor in nature when you compare it with the protests that took place in Maisuma area, where hundreds of stone pelters would pelt stones on the security forces. This time it seems that the security forces have managed to contain
let's see how the security situation plays out there. Do stay on with us. I'm going across to my colleague Arunima, who has a copy of the judgment with her. Arunima, do break down the judgment for us, because it's a bit complicated. I understand that this is a case of terror financing that dates back to 2017, but there are multiple layers of punishment that have been meted out. Similarly, fines. Could you break that down for us, please?
Yes, so I'm just reading out to you from the copy of the order, whereby the breakdown of under what section, what fine and what imprisonment has been given. Under 120B, this is the section for criminal conspiracy, and in the Indian Penal Code, there is a punishment given of 10 plus 6 years. So criminal conspiracy is a section which runs with all the other sections. He has conspired to do an act of terrorism. He has conspired to recruit for terrorism. He has conspired to get terror financing done. Hence 10 plus 6, which is 16 years plus a fine of 10,000 rupees. 121 IPC, this is the section which deals with waging war against India. This is the section under which he has been given life imprisonment plus a fine of 10,000 rupees. Also 121 IPC, again a subsection of waging war, for which 10 years plus fine of 10,000 rupees. Under section 13 of UAPA, read with 120B. So I was saying, criminal conspiracy for recruitment, for act of terrorism, etc. Under this, 5 years plus 5,000 rupees fine. Section 15 of the UAPA, 10 years plus 10,000 rupees fine. Section 17 of UAPA, this is the other section for which he has been found, sentenced to life imprisonment plus a fine of 10 lakh rupees. Section 18 of UAPA, 10 years, 10,000 rupees fine. 38 and 39 of UAPA, 5 years each and 5,000 fine. Section 20 of UAPA, 10,000 rupees fine. All these sections related to terror recruitment, terror financing and various aspects of terrorism. Now the last line is what is important. If you see there, the last line says concurrently is what all these punishments will run. So even though separately it seems like he's been given a lot of years behind the bars, life imprisonment itself covers everything, because life imprisonment means now till your life, till the natural course of your life. All these others will be accommodated within that lifespan. run. Concurrently means they will all run simultaneously, run together.
So Arunima, the next logical question is this. We've heard the statement from the Gupkar Alliance where they are saying that he should avail all legal means to him that are now available. But what happens from here on? Given the fact that he's already pleaded guilty in the case, will he plead his sentencing in a higher court then? How does this work?
See, ordinarily any convict has the chance to go in appeal in High Court and then go in appeal in Supreme Court. But Yasin Malik chose not to even face trial in the lower court. All the other co-accused, be it Zahur Watali, be it Shabir Shah, be it Bitta Karate, be it Asya Andrabi, all the other accused in this case are facing trial. Only in the case of Yasin Malik, the sentencing has happened today because he pleaded guilty. So if he chose not to contest the charges from the NIA in the lower court, why would he then contest the charges in the higher court? And that's what the lawyer also said, that because he pleaded guilty, as far as conviction is gone, there is no logic for him to go in appeal challenging the conviction in a higher court. Would he challenge the sentencing? Again, life term is the lesser of the two sentences that was argued in today. So why would he then go and argue against life term in a higher court? So it looks unlikely that Yasin Malik, in the current frame of mind that he is in, would go into appeal against this order in the High Court. But with the NIA go in appeal, NIA which sought the death sentence, will they go in appeal? That remains to be seen.
So will the NIA go and appeal? That is the question that now needs to be answered, because the NIA had sought death for Yasin Malik. Will Yasin Malik go to a higher court? As Arunima is pointing out, he's got the lesser sentence in this case. The NIA had asked for death, he has got life, so no real reason why he should be challenging this in a higher court. But of the details that Arunima has now put out, she's the one who's managed to access the order copy. It seems, and by the looks of it, Yasin Malik is spending the rest of his life in jail. A quick word from our guests as well. I'll try and see if Tejinder is with us as well, because all right, Tejinder, before I go to my guests, a quick word. We are seeing some shots of celebrations that are coming to us from Jammu. This is the Bajrang Dal that is celebrating. But you know, Mrs. Khanna, the wife of squadron leader Ravi Khanna, I heard her soundbite there, I heard her speak to you. There was a slight disappointment. This is a woman who has waited to see Yasin Malik dead for more than 3 decades. It seems she'll have to wait a little longer.
Yes, Shreya, 32 years and 4 months to be precise, she has waited for the day. But she's a bit dejected, as you rightly pointed out, because she's the one who has been saying that khoon ka badla should be khoon. She saw her husband being shot 28 bullets by Yasin Malik. She says she was there. She saw Yasin Malik dancing over the dead body of squadron leader Ravi Khanna along with 3 other Air Force jawans who were gunned down 32 years and 4 months later, ago. And she has waited for all these long years for justice. Though that is a different case today, Yasin Malik was given life imprisonment in a different case which pertains to the terror financing. But the case pertaining to the killing of 4 IAF personnel, kidnapping of Rubia Saeed, is going on in a special Tada court here in Jammu. And the court is still underway. The case is still underway here. And she hopes that the court here would pronounce capital punishment for Yasin Malik, because for 32 long years she has faced so many hardships, and she's not the only one. There are several people who are witness to the atrocities, witness to the terror crime committed by Yasin Malik. And when I asked her, she said that she feels dejected because Yasin Malik has lived for 32 years and 4 months after killing her husband. She should have been hanged long ago. 32 years is a long period. Yes, Shreya.
Thank you very much for that, and we'll try and play how